Hi guys, this is Kelly from KSFLCambridge and I wanted to do my 5 best fat loss tips for you today. Everyone's always asking about weight loss, fat loss. A lot of the time people will turn around and say, I'm not too bad, I do eat healthily, I know what I should be doing. And always I will respond then is, well, if you don't eat that bad, and if you know what you should be doing, then why do you still want to lose weight? Why are you still unhappy with your body size? So one of the first things that I will always do with either myself and with my clients is ask them to be really completely honest and think about, are they secret eaters? Do they snack throughout the day? We are not cows. We don't need to graze. There is this kind of massive myth about the fact that you should be eating little and often all the way through the day. If you eat little and often all the way through the day, that actually adds up to probably way more than if you were to eat 3 set meals in the day. So one of the biggest things that I changed about my eating habits over the last couple of years, certainly since doing KSFL, is to eat 3 meals a day. I was very much the little and often girl. I would always kind of pick and not really eat a proper meal, and that was one of my downfalls. So eat 3 meals a day, 3 big, nutritious, clean meals a day. You don't have to overindulge, you don't have to gorge yourself, but you need to be eating enough so that you don't feel hungry in between and you don't get to 11 o'clock or 10 o'clock in the morning and have to have a snack in order for you to be able to feel okay and carry on with the rest of the day. So 3 square meals, that's number 1. Number 2, up your water content. A lot of the time people don't realise in the summer why they actually lose more weight than they do in the winter, and people put it down to comfort eating and it's the fact, it's cold outside, so we want to kind of like put on body fat. One of the biggest reasons is actually because you drink more water in the summer because you're warmer and you want to hydrate. Now that goes on throughout the whole of the year, so if you can continue to drink water throughout the winter months as well as the summer months, then you will still reap the benefits. Water only doesn't only hydrate you, it helps to flush out your toxins, it helps with concentration, it clears your skin, it makes your eyes and your hair and your nails look great, so it's one of the most amazing kind of free things that you could possibly have. Ideally, yes, bottled water, which I know is not free, but in worst case scenarios, drink water as much as you possibly can. If you've got to drink it from the tap, you've got to drink it from the tap. If you want to get rid of the toxins that are in tap water, I would suggest you boil it first and then let it go cold and then drink it from there, or use a water filter, which a lot of people have got nowadays. So ideally you want to drink about 2 to 3 litres of water a day. Okay, so number 3, my best fat loss tip is to think about why you want to eat the foods that you do. So think about kind of like your mood and how that kind of is affected by your food. Some people will say, if they're feeling really low and if they're feeling kind of, having a really bad day and really depressed, they need to have XYZ, ice cream, wine, chocolate, whatever it might be. I'm having a really bad day, I need a bar of chocolate. And think about kind of like that response, because 9 times out of 10 it's an actual cycle. So you feel rubbish, so you eat something rubbish that's sugary that will give you a boost for a very small minimum amount of time, then you get that downfall, then kind of almost like a come down from the sugar, and then it's the knock-on effect that you feel rubbish again and then you want to eat again, and then and it's on and going forever and ever, amen. So think about your moods and find kind of like reasons why you are craving those foods, and try to up your protein levels and your green leafy veg instead. Now, one of the best proteins for like a mood booster is fish, certainly salmon, because of the serotonin that's in that. So think about are you getting enough omega-3? Are you getting enough fish in your diet? Are you getting enough good protein, turkey, chicken, that kind of thing? Are you eating enough green leafy veg that's going to boost your moods, rather than having something sugary, snacky, that's going to make you feel good for about 10 minutes and then make you crash again? So think about moods and why you eat the foods you do, and kind of take respect of that. Number 4 of my best fat loss tips, and this is, kind of a bit of a no-brainer, but try to eliminate as many processed foods as you possibly can, and hidden sugars. The amount of, foods that have got hidden sugars in that we don't realise. Somebody actually said to me, I eat loads and loads of fruit. I can't understand why I'm not losing any weight. Well, fruit is great, don't get me wrong, full of, vitamins and minerals. But if you're not doing any exercise, that sugar in fruit is sugar is sugar. It's still stored and used the same way. So if you're not burning it off, you're going to still store it. So be mindful of the hidden sugars that you've got, that you're intaking, and think about trying to make sure that you are getting enough nutrients from your vegetables, from other foods, rather than your processed foods. You have no idea really what is in the processed foods. Yes, they might put it on the food label, but do you really understand what that means? So the more you can kind of cook your own meals and put your own foods together, the better. And number 5, low fat does not mean low sugar. Get away from the low fat, the zero fat, the too good to be true brands. Get away from them. Step away as far away as you possibly can, because they are full of hidden sugars. And if it says low sugar or no added sugar, and it's low fat, then it's probably full of artificial sweeteners, things like aspartame, which is really, really bad for you. So I want you to step away from the Diet Coke. I want you to step away from the 0% yogurts. I want you to step away from the low fat versions of food. And again, go back to your clean eating, because that's going to be much more beneficial for you. A lot of people, again, don't realise the amount of sugar that they're eating in something like low fat, like Special K, for instance. Special K, no fat in it, absolutely. There's pretty much nothing else in it, really. There's no nutritional value at all, apart from a load of hidden sugars. That, you eat that in the morning, you will be craving something around 10, 11 o'clock, and of course then you're going to go for your Special K bar, or your shakes, or whatever it might be that's going to fuel you up even more with sugar and keep you on that ever-going cycle of craving more and more and more. So try and step away from the low-fat brands. I hope that's been helpful. Good luck with all your weight loss, and if you want any more information, please do not hesitate to contact me, kellyreedfitness@hotmail.co.uk, or speak to us on this KFSL site, so KSFLCambridge.com, or on the Facebook site. And we'll speak to you soon. Bye!